you doing? How do you feel? It's coming to an end after all this time.
To be honest, it's mainly gratitude that we got away with it for so long. And there's a tiny bit of relief in that I won't have to do jokes about the Labour Party conference, the Conservative Party conference, Wimbledon. I always seem to be on the tennis one. And joy for Dara that he'll be able to show people he's got a pair of legs.
Go on. I'm just sort of wondering, obviously, the title of this, Mock the Week. I wonder, it's supposed to be sort of a parody on what's going on in the world and the current affairs agenda. I mean, what we're going through as a world right now seems almost beyond parody. It doesn't matter where you look at. I mean, the news at the moment seems absurd. Was it the right time for a show, a comedy show like Mock the Week to end?
I think all shows have their time. And a lot of the people who were on Mock the Week have gone off to do different things.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It catapulted the career of so many people. They started there, maybe relative unknowns, and in our mainstays, many of them have Saturday night entertainment across all sorts of media. It really was a launch platform, wasn't it?
Absolutely. And there's 7 people on the show. And the main problem for me, at least, was trying to get a word in, because it's always trying to get through a door for 2. And I think of most of what I said was just trying to get. And again, it recorded for 2.5 hours. You only see, 28 minutes or something. But yes, lots of people have gone on to do other stuff. James Acaster, Romesh, Angela Barnes, Dominic Raab, all sorts of people have gone on to do hilarious things.
How easy was it to do? Was it a nice atmosphere working on the programme?
People were great, yes, and we've still got one more series to go. The people still are great, and that wasn't the problem. For me, it was just getting a word in, and I think once I started it all those years ago, it was quite daunting to walk in on because it was 7 blokes, and I think there was a lot more testosterone in the room.
As you said all that time ago, 13 years. Have you got a favourite memory of doing it?
Favourite memories are always when members of the public come up to you and say, oh, I really liked it. Because as you say, we've been through the pandemic and Brexit and all these things. And people would say, I just binge watched Mock the Week reruns on YouTube or whatever it was. And that really lifted my spirits. But I remember an old man coming up to me once and said, do you know, whenever my wife and I see a windmill, we think of you. And I did a joke about a windmill. I live in a windmill. It's not a big windmill. And to be honest, golf balls keep coming through the front door. But every time he and his wife see a windmill, they think of me. And it was things like that. And even people who were ill, would come up to me and say, oh, I really enjoyed this and you lifted my spirits. So that's sort of what it's all about.
I mean, that's quite a legacy, Milton. That's a good one.
Now, tell me, what's next for you? What are you up to? What are you doing this summer?
Well, I'm going back on tour in the autumn. I've started a tour pre-pandemic and I'm still finishing it. October and November, I will be all over the country. Details are on miltonjones.com, and it's Milton Impossible. It's about me as a spy. And I say things like, I'm not quite sure why I lost my job with MI5 as an interrogator, and I didn't like to ask. And there's an interrogation scene, there's a car chase, and in the end I retire to set up a spy-themed opticians on the high street called For Four Eyes Only.
Milton, it's been so lovely to talk to you this morning. Thank you, and for spelling a bit of a few laughs for us this morning. Love your windmill joke. We'll see you very soon, Milton. Thank you.
Thanks, Milton.